what would make Sonic Racing Crossworlds a perfect racing game? This game already looks outstanding, and you can easily tell that it's most likely going to be the best entry in the series thus far. Sonic and Sega All-Stars Racing on the Xbox 360 sold 1.36 million copies. Sonic and All-Stars Racing Transformed sold 1.07 million copies, and Team Sonic Racing sold 3.5 million copies. My favorite has to be Sonic and All-Stars Racing Transformed though, mainly because of the wide variety of characters and the vehicle transformation of course. And Sonic Racing Crossworlds has both of those features, along with the team-based mode, which I assume is similar to Team Sonic Racing. And I'm very happy to see this return, because that mechanic of the team boost or whatever, someone can tell me in the comment section what it's really called, but it was very unique. And if you don't know what that is, it's essentially a car version of the double boost from Sonic Forces, and with 3 teammates, not 2. And if you don't know what that is, bro, I'm sorry, but you're in the wrong place. Anyway, like I said previously, you can obviously tell that this game is going to be fantastic. But the reason you're watching this video is to find out what could potentially make this game the best Sonic racing game of all time. So if you enjoyed, be sure to like and subscribe, and let me not keep you waiting. So the first thing I want to speak about is kind of an obvious factor, and that would be free roam. Mario Kart World beat Sonic in that category, but needless to say that theirs is not perfect. In Sonic Racing Crossworld, I would keep the same concept, but instead have there be a lot more things to do. And the first thing I would do is add a story mode. In open world Sonic Racing story mode has never been done before. Sure, we had other story modes and campaigns in the other entries, but nothing like this. You wouldn't need to go all out with it though, due to all the content we already have in the game already. So I would make it simple, but fun and a way to pass the time. The story would be very basic as well, similar to what Minecraft did a few days ago, where you run around defeating Eggman and collecting Chaos Emeralds. That would be a really cool way to unlock Super Sonic, because we do know already that he's going to be an unlockable character, so that would make a lot of sense in my opinion. I also wouldn't make the open world not too boring either. As you all know, we're getting collaborations on non-Sega IPs, so I would incorporate landmarks from those franchises into this game. Maybe have a large piece of the map cut out for the open world of Minecraft, or be able to drive through the Bikini Bottom from SpongeBob. That would be really cool. There are also possibilities for characters like Pac-Man to enter this game, due to Sega and Bandai Namco's strong relationship, and because of the announcement of Pac-Man World 2 Repack. And funny enough, that game releases a day after Crossworlds. Coincidence? I think not. Though you can add something like Pac World as a landmark in the open world. And like I said in my last video, I would love to see Mega Man. It would be so cool for him to have his own section of the map, and you'll be able to see all of the other characters from his games like Proto Man, Mega Man X, and Rush, sort of like NPCs. I really hope Mega Man makes it into this game. I mean, Sega did collab with Capcom back in the 90s with Mega Man The Willy Wars, Mega Man for the Game Gear, and Mega Man 8 released on the Sega Saturn. And to piggyback on the open world aspect, I still would add a few challenges along the way just for the fun of it. Next would be customizable characters, very similar to Sonic Forces but on a way grander scale. Just imagine everything you were able to do with your avatar and custom gear and make it 100 times better. You should be able to do everything you were able to do in Forces, but with way more customizable options. And don't get me wrong, Sonic Forces had a whole lot of customization to it. I think clothes and items you wear should be way more meaningful. Like, I would love to have a little Chow racing with me like Cream does, or even something like Chip's bracelet from Sonic Unleashed. Or maybe add Chip as a playable character, Sega. And it would be cool if there was like an item shop where you pay to buy new accessories and clothings, or maybe even new vehicle parts. That would be a very cool feature, and would make the game last much longer, and Sega makes a quick and extra buck, so we'd all win. Next are the characters, because with every dream/perfect game, there are dream/perfect characters. Mega Man. First, I wanted to talk about Mario. Now, if you didn't know already, Mario was supposed to be a Sonic and Sega All-Stars Racing Nintendo Wii exclusive character, but for some reason the deal never fell through, which is really unfortunate because the Mario and Sonic at the Olympic Games series was cancelled due to the International Olympic Committee, or IOC for short, chose not to renew their contract with Nintendo and Sega. So I guess we'll never know if Mario will ever make it to a Sonic racing game or vice versa. But Mario is definitely the first character to go on this list regardless. Next are the Angry Birds. This one is very likely to happen because Sega has owned Rovio since August of 2023, I don't see Sega not adding these characters like Red, Chuck, and Bomb in the future. And these characters have only collabed on mobile games like Sonic Dash and Angry Birds 2. So this would seem like the perfect time. And I think it's about time to bring back Nights in Reala from Nights into Dreams. They were also playable in Sonic and All-Stars Racing Transformed. I'm gonna leave that to Sega though, because they do own the Nights franchise, so if they don't think it'll be a good fit, I'm gonna take their word for it. Also, we can't forget to mention Sega's collaboration with DC, which released a 5-issue comic book series in March of this year. And I don't think that's all they're going to do with that. I think it's very likely to see Batman and Superman as playable characters down the line. Be sure to let me know down in the comments below what characters you'd want in Sonic Racing Crossworlds. And the last category of this video will be the tracks. Sega has constantly been dropping bombs on us when it comes to the track selection, but there are a few that I was a little surprised to see not in the game, and one of them was Aquarium Park from Sonic Colors. If I was going to picture a stage to be transformed into a track, it would be Aquarium Park. I mean, that track is so visually stunning, and it sounds like a racetrack. Just think of it. Aquarium Park has a nice ring to it. And I even think Asteroid Coaster would be a very good pick as well. It's a theme park, so that would make lots of sense. But I'm very content that we're getting more tracks and colors anyway though. Like, I lost my mind when I saw that Sweet Mountain was going to be a playable track. So that was still a very good pick. And Sega has been adding a lot of tracks from Sonic Unleashed as well, but I can't forget to mention this one that I would love to see too. And that's Eggman Land. Eggman Land is one of the most iconic and hardest stages in Sonic's history, and also gave a lot of us heart palpitations and PTSD. And that one's also a theme park, so this one would be a pretty cool inclusion. They better not make it 30 minutes long or I'm just gonna sue Sega's behind. Them making a level 30 minutes long is a crime, Sega. And for some reason, I've always wanted to see Crisis City from Sonic 06 in a racing game since forever ago. It would be so cool to drive through that fiery setting while dodging fire tornadoes and fire-breathing dragons. And I would even put like a Mach Speed section, just like in 06. It would be similar to the boost panel sections in Mario Kart World's Rainbow Road and Bowser's Castle. You gotta get creative. And the final track I would add is the classic Green Hill Zone. You guys can blast me in the comments for this. I have a valid point, so just hear me out. The only Green Hill Zone we have is on the Apple Arcade Sonic Racing. And let's be real, how many people play Sonic Racing on Apple Arcade for more than an hour? I don't think I've ever touched that game. So for the first time, I'm going to ask for the most basic thing ever and say Green Hill Zone. Not like this one though. It can't look all faded like Forces. It needs to be the most vibrant aesthetic Green Hill Zone ever. Green Hill Zone is the level that introduced Sonic the Hedgehog, so I don't know why they refused to add this as a track. But yeah, in my opinion, those were the things that could make Sonic Racing Crossworlds a perfect game. Be sure to let me know down in the comments what ideas do you have for Sonic Racing Crossworlds, and if you enjoyed, be sure to like and subscribe. I hope you all have a blessed day, thank you all for watching, and I will see you all in the next one. Peace!